All right, everybody, welcome back to GSX 2019, live from Chicago with Chuck Carroll, SecurityGuideTV.com, ASISTV.org. My next contestant, what's your name, sir?
Jonathan Moore with AMAG Technology.
And AMAG Tech, is it AMAG.com?
AMAG.com, yeah.
Excellent. Now, you guys always have something turnkey, ready to go. I'm always amazed at what's going on. Go ahead and tell me again what I need to be amazed about.
Will do, Chuck. So we're having a great show so far. AMAG, we're showing our regular line of products, obviously starting with our core solution, the Symmetry Access Control System. Obviously, that's been the core of our product offering for a long time, but we've been evolving over the last few years, and we have a lot of other products that we're showing, from visitor management to identity management, video management system that we have, command and control, and even incident and case management as well. So we have a very comprehensive portfolio of products that we're showing at the show. And we're continuing that message that we talked about back in at ISE with the openness, right? So right. We've got our M4000 controller out and released that we released back in March. That's got that open API that can be used by other consumers and manufacturers out there in the industry. All of those products that I'd mentioned had an API as well. And now we're starting to look and take that even further at this point. So we're showing some sneak peeks of some new products that we have out at the moment. We have a new integration, and it's more than an integration, it's an actual app within the ServiceNow IT ticketing platform. So that's brand new that we're showing for the first time at the show. It'll be released relatively soon. And we have that on display. And we also have an exciting new insider threat analytics package that we're showing.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've really taken the approach, we've done a lot of operational workshops with our customers. That's been our focus over the last year. We've done over 40 workshops with customers.
Now that sounds unusual. That's not an industry standard or anything, is it?
That's definitely not a standard, but it makes so much sense to us. Is we've gone from just offering, out-of-the-box solutions to really trying to solve problems, right?
Yeah.
And the only way to solve problems is to understand what they are. So we get in front of customers, we're whiteboarding with them, all the different systems that we have, and we're trying to understand what the biggest challenges and problems that they have. And one of the things that's come out of that is everybody realizes we have a lot of data, but they don't know exactly what to do with it and how to use it.
That's the challenge. It's always the challenge, yeah.
Exactly. So they know that there's a lot of really valuable information, particularly in the access control system, and particularly related to insider threat. And that's that new application that we have coming out at the moment. We're showing a sneak peek of. And really what it does is it looks at a baseline of, you come in at 9 a.m. and you leave at 5 p.m. every day. Well, what if you start doing something different? What if you start coming in at midnight or coming in on the weekends, things like that?
You stop watching SecurityGuideTV.com.
Exactly.
It might mean something.
Yeah, that'll definitely raise a flag. So now we take that, and that might raise your risk score on the physical security side, but it might mean nothing. You came in at midnight because the alarm went off and you had to reset it.
But at least we know you did it.
Yes, but now if we start looking at what you're doing on the logical side, you're downloading data, you're acting suspiciously there, or you just gave your 2 weeks notice, something as simple as that.
Right.
Shouldn't we be looking at you a little bit more closely? Right. And so we're taking that data and we're packaging it together, allowing our customers to really get insight into who their riskiest individuals are. And we plan to take that much further with our portfolio of products in the future.
Now, I love the open API thing. That's a big one. I go to Black Hat, as you know, quite a bit.
Yeah.
One of the big challenges at Black Hat the customers come up with is the clients don't know what data they have.
Right.
That is an actual problem and an actual internal threat in a way.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what's secured. How does AMAG handle helping the client gather the necessary data to do the analytics? I mean, it could be on computers, on flash drives, on your phone, and all of it's valuable. How do you get it all together?
That is a great question, and that is a really big challenge that customers have. Not only do they not know how to gather it, but they're often not allowed to touch that data, right? HR data.
That's right.
Physical security wants to know that you're having issues on the HR side, but they don't legally have access to the data.
That's right.
So it's a massive benefit if we can pull through integration with these other systems. We can show them a very high level of somebody's risk score without exposing that data that has legal consequences, that data privacy concerns, things like that as well. So even if they wanted to do this manually, they don't have the access, they don't have the ability to do it, and it's a big challenge. We have a lot of people working on this of how to tie it all together through the APIs and what access and the legal concerns. So it's not something you can even try to do manually. Let's put it that way.
Right. And now let's talk about GDPR. You guys operate globally,
sure.
right? how does GDPR affect you in Europe? It's a whole different ballgame on what you can do with that data.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, GDPR is very interesting because not only does it affect us in Europe, but if somebody from Europe comes here, we're under that privacy regulation as well.
Oh, really?
It's quite amazing, is that they've regulated that European citizens globally are under that regulation.
Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, there's a lot of British people work here, all kinds of expatriates. I mean,
yeah.
So anybody that was applied in Europe you have to change for that one guy in your system, maybe?
Well, we have to be aware and aware of that regulation. And we've taken the approach that it's a regulation we should be adhering to globally, essentially.
Right.
And it really just states, mostly that I have the right to be forgotten. If you don't need my data,
right.
I now have the right to request that you take it away.
From what I've read, I like it.
Yeah.
I got to say, because here everybody knows what type of pizza I like, and I don't like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's none of their business some of the time, right?
That's right.
So we've taken a close look, and once again, it's the challenge. When you have 6 different products, you got to look at all 6 and what data's in there. We've taken an approach where we're putting in the ability to do things like anonymize the data to where, you still want the statistics. You want to know how many visitors came in, but those visitors, we don't need their data anymore. We just need the counts.
That makes sense, yeah.
So we're putting in anonymization. We're putting in the ability to request data to be removed. We're making it easier for customers to manage their data, right? So we're giving them the tools so that they can comply with the regulations.
Now, I'm going to be really impressed if you know your booth number. Oh, Kim, help us out. 561. I'm sorry to put you on the spot for that one.
You caught me on the last one.
All right. Back in here at GSX 2019 from Chicago. Chuck Carroll, SecurityGuideTV.com, ASISTV.org. Stay tuned.